Hey sewing friends, so I've completed my second Rhapsody blouse and I made that from a viscose rather than a cotton lawn, which I made my first Rhapsody with. So I thought I'd show you the two and talk about some of the differences between the two types of material. And then I wanted to show you the next version I'll be making based on the votes that I got from the poll that I posted in on my community tab, and then ask you your advice on which fabric you think I should use to make it. So here's my first one, and you'll recall that I made this first Rhapsody out of this Marley Care cotton lawn from Lady McElroy, and by the way, I absolutely adore this fabric. I think the print is so cute. And I told you that I felt I needed to make a sway back adjustment, that I should start with a size large at the shoulders and bust and then grade to an extra large at the waist and hips, because the first one I made was a straight extra large all the way through. And that I should shorten the overall length of the blouse. Well, on my next version, the viscose version, I only remembered to do the sway back adjustment, and I actually should have done all three. But here is my second Rhapsody, and this is a 100% viscose, again, Lady McElroy fabric. And there's a couple of things going on here. Now, I'm not really that good at editing, but here's a picture. Here's a picture before I hemmed it, before I finished it. And I tried to put little circles where my knees are and where I wanted the hem to come, at least that, maybe a little even shorter than that. Now, I don't know about you, but to me that seems very long. And I'm 5'5", so I think I'm average height. And I'm just curious if all of you guys who have made Rhapsodies, if you found the same thing with your pattern. Did you find you needed to hack off 2-3 inches to get it the length that you wanted? I'm just curious, is it me? Now, granted, when I switch to maybe a size large, that it might bring it up, but I think it would only bring it up maybe ½ an inch. So I'm just curious. So if you could let me know in the comments, I'd appreciate it. Now the second thing that's going on is in May, I did lose a teeny bit of weight. And so I'm definitely going to size down to a large for the shoulders and bust and the waist, and then maybe grade to an extra large on the hips on the next version. Because prior to May, my chest measured a 43 and my upper bust measured a 39. And so there's about 4 inches different there that puts me in a D cup. Now, my chest measures a 42 and my upper bust measures a 38. So there's still the same 4 inches of difference that puts me like in the B cup. So I still need to, wear the, the expanded bust size or the larger bust version. But because I think I've lost weight kind of on the side and actually on the back, if that makes any sense. So I don't think my overall chest has shrunk. It's just more some of the, the back fat maybe. And that's why I think I really need it, that it would look better fitted going from the extra large to the large. Now overall, I prefer the drapiness of the viscose, but I like the print of the cotton lawn. In fact, if Lady McElroy were to make this print in a viscose, I would be all over that fabric. Oh, in a New York. Now, my next Rhapsody is going to be this one, number 7, with this interesting little sleeve detail. And to me, I kind of see this version, I kind of see it kind of a little bohemian or a little hippy-dippy. I don't know, it's just the ties and that sleeve that just kind of give me that kind of vibe, the bohemian vibe or a hippy-dippy vibe. So I thought I would ask your opinion on what fabric to make, because I'm going to make that version with those sleeves. Now if I were to go bohemian, and I'm trying to sew for my stash, I have some ideas that I would love to do, but that would entail buying new fabric, and I'm not ready to do that yet. So I do have this viscose, and I thought, it's kind of a flowery, it's not really a ditzy print, but a flowery print. And I thought for the bohemian vibe, this might be a good choice. But if I wanted to go hippy dippy, and I've shown you this fabric before, I was thinking of using this crepe de chine. I think that might be real kind of fun with those sleeves. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning, well, I'm kind of torn. Part of me is leaning towards this because I do want to sew with silk. Okay, I want to get some practice sewing with silk and with slippery fabrics. This material, I don't know why I bought it. I just thought it was pretty, and you know, but it's not really my style and it's not really my color or colors. But yeah, I thought this one might make a cute kind of hippy dippy type of Rhapsody, or a Viscose. This Viscose might make a nice kind of bohemian there type. So other projects that I've been working on is I've had some leftover linen from my Fielder dress debacle. So I thought I would make some linen shorts, especially because I'm trying to avoid making orphans, just tops or bottoms that don't go with anything. So I had this leftover linen, and I thought I would make a pair of linen shorts, and I think that these two colors go well enough. They're not perfect, but I think they look fine to wear together as an outfit. And I decided to make McCall's 7364. This is a shorts pattern that I'm going to start using a lot because I like the way it fits me as far as the, what do you call it? From the back all the way to the front, the crotch length. Yeah, I really like this. So I went ahead and cut out this with this leftover linen. And it has, for being a beginner, because they say this is a learn to sew, patterns designed for the beginner, easy to follow instructions with basic sewing tips. And it is a pretty easy, straightforward pattern. But it has this nice front pocket, move that, pocket detail here, okay? And then in the back, if you want to, you can add some back pockets. And I would say that's probably the most difficult part on this pattern. And that's not even really difficult as much as it is time consuming. Although I did notice I made an adjustment to the pattern, and I didn't realize this. I had made this once, I don't know, a year or so ago out of a dark blue double gauze. And I remember that those shorts, I liked the way they fit. So I thought, okay, let's pull out this pattern again. What I didn't realize is this pattern, as I started making it, the pattern instructions have you just fold down the top, you fold down the top of the shorts and then, do a, do a top stitch, and then you would run a drawstring through it. And I really don't like that. I prefer more of a proper waistband. So I did notice on the other ones that I did add a waistband. And so on this one, I did add a waistband, and then I ran elastic through it rather than just do a drawstring, because I just think, I don't know, I just like the look of an elastic better. And then, now I had previously shown you this fabric that my mother-in-law gave me that is this brocade, that I thought this was the fabric because it was folded up, when in reality it turned out to be this really beautiful fabric on this side. Well, I finally found a pattern that I wanted to make something out of this with. And the pattern is Vogue 1865, and it's this pattern here. Now, this one shows an alternating front panel. I don't plan on making an alternating front panel, but this does say that it is a lined jacket fitted through the bust, asymmetric front contrast, but I'm not going to do that. Separating zipper enclosure, two-piece set and sleeve, shoulder pads, and front side seam pockets. So this is truly going to be a slow sew. And so I've actually started working on a muslin, but it'll be a while before I actually cut into this fabric because I'm just not I'm just, you know, I want to make sure that it's going to fit before I cut into this. And that's really all I have going on today. I hope you guys are all happy and well, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.